Back in 6th grade, I took a class for graphic design and multimedia design, and they used a program called GIMP, and when I was there, I was working with a teacher named Miss Chisholm. This was the very first introduction I'd ever really had into graphic design and all that sort of stuff. And right from the start, I really loved all this stuff, and she had said that I had some pretty unique designs and just kind of thought of things a little bit differently than other people. And so then that was 6th grade, and so from there wasn't any other opportunities for me to kind of be exposed to the graphic design and all that until freshman year, where I took a class with Miss Jepson, and that was multimedia design. We were actually her last multimedia design class that she had. But I took that, which kind of got me, that one was with Photoshop, so I got more familiar with Photoshop. And I loved that class too, so then after taking that class and kind of learning what I learned and stuff, I thought I really wanted to keep doing what I was doing. So I ended up getting Photoshop then the next year and started to do my own designs and work on my own for all of that stuff. Freshman year, I got the idea to start up a company, and then sophomore year, I decided to actually start working on getting it up and running. And I came up with the name M3 Productions, the 3 standing for the 3 different things that I do with my company, which are primarily graphic design, and then video production, and DJing on the side. As far as graphic design goes, I've done most of my edits revolving around a band, 21 Pilots, which I design t-shirt designs and then poster designs, different things like that. And I had the t-shirts up for sale for a while. They were on t-shirts and then phone cases, different things like that, where other people could buy them all around the world. So I was selling my designs and stuff out to different people. And then now I'm just working on getting some licensing and some certifications and stuff so that I can be fully qualified to do the graphic design and video production side of things. I also work with a local photographer, mainly touching up pictures that she has, pretty basic stuff, and then I'll also do as for like senior pictures and different things like that. I'll take pictures of her clients that she gets, and I'll do some cool design, usually kind of a retro hipstery feel sort of thing, just to kind of make the pictures a little bit more interesting and fun. One of my favorite parts of my designs and my Instagram account and all that is that I get a chance to interact with my customers and all the people who like my designs. So through Twitter and Instagram and stuff, I'll comment back, or I'll have direct messages on Twitter and things like that from people kind of telling me what they want to see in my designs, or like just telling me that they like certain ones more than others, sort of a thing. So it kind of gives me a feel of what people want to see, so I kind of know what direction to take my designs and know what I should look to do next. Last year, over the summer, I was on YouTube and I found a video of this band called 21 Pilots, and I had never heard them before, and they looked kind of weird, so I decided to listen to them, and their style is very unique from anybody else, and so whenever I first listened to them, I was like instantly hooked. I loved them. And so I started going on Instagram and I followed the singer and their band page and all that, and as I followed them and started seeing posts from them, I saw different artwork and stuff that they said their fans were making. So I started following some people who did things like that and started looking at all their stuff and realized they had a really good fan base for the artwork that people make and all that. So then last Christmas I got Photoshop as one of my Christmas presents, and so I started messing around in that after taking a class before in it. So I was somewhat familiar with it, and I started designing things that I enjoyed, and so they ended up coming up. And as I started to design some stuff, another 21 Pilots account, they messaged me saying that they really liked my stuff and they would love if I kind of worked with them, and so I started posting stuff on their account, and then I decided to start my own account. And so when I started my own account, I started making all original edits and stuff, and just sort of started creating stuff that in the ways that I saw them. So like when I'd be listening to their music, if I got kind of like a flash of a picture or something that I thought would relate to it, I'd draw it out or something, then come home and try to design it and see what I could do. And since then I've made close to about 100 different designs for them, which would be the same ones that are up on the t-shirts and all that. And then a little while ago, they actually came here for a concert, and this would have been the first time that they were here since I had started designing stuff for them. So I decided that I wanted to do something special for the concert. So I designed a sign with a couple of my edits kind of merged together, and it had their logo in it to make sure that people knew it was about them and stuff. And I took it and I got 200 of them printed, and then when I went to the concert the next day, I started handing them out to everybody, and then during the concert we had a whole bunch of people hold them up all at once, so there was like a whole bunch of my signs just kind of like scattered about the crowd, and it was really cool. While I was selling t-shirts and the different things for that band, I started to get up to where I was making a steady income, because I had my Instagram account where I would post my designs, and then I would have the link to where they could buy it. Towards the end there, it started to get up to where I would get like 1 or 2 sales per week, and at like 20 bucks a t-shirt, that turned into some pretty good income from that. My style is different from a lot of other people's style. I would say mainly because a lot of the things are abstract, in the sense that it's kind of it's ideas that I have of things that I see that represent something, especially in the 21 Pilots designs and things like that. It'll be whatever I see that relates to a certain line or a certain song, as opposed to just kind of designing something that's literal, or the literal meaning of something. It's usually something a little bit more thought out, and something that would take more thinking to kind of understand. And looking back on where I started and then where I've gotten to now, I've definitely made lots of progress, and I'm very happy with where I am with it. And then starting the business is really exciting, because it just shows that I kind of have a path for where I want to go with everything, where most people, you know, they're still kind of unsure of what they want to do coming out of high school and stuff. I definitely have a very good idea of where I would like to take everything and where I would like to go. I'm hoping to go into college majoring in graphic design, and then graduating, and if I'm not ready to start my own company, then working for somebody else until I can. But the overall goal is to be able to get M3 Productions up as my own company, and hopefully eventually expanding to get other people working for me and kind of starting up my own business.